tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, win and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah, better when I wanna get.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Shedeur. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Get it! Cowboy 80! Cowboy 80!
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And it is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. First down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A give. Here's Judkins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play action. It's Sanders. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Judkins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try it now with Judkins. And this time he is in. Quinshon Judkins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, they'll throw. Jackson going to keep it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Lonnie Hickman with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get it. Pass all 80. Ready?
They go play action now. Sanders. They'll get this complete to Tillman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Here's Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux, that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. The diabetic, they mouth you full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Jackson going to keep it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. He'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. And now off to the races down the right side. He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 82 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keep the score. Browns 14, Ravens 6. Tyler Loop.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
On the set. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing, Sanders. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit! Bronco 80.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Through the middle of the field. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They go play action now. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep the lead at 8.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive, because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mustang 19. Trap 60.
A final shot before break. Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
46-yard line.
Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. No, we changed it.
Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give it.
Now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
14, Ravens 12.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready to look. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
A give up the middle. Jenkins. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Sanders to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
At the 13-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Ready? 6, 70 Lions.
On play action, here's Shadur. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 13 yards out. And the Browns will add to their fourth quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A big play looming on 3rd down. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Jackson going to keep it. Past the 20. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
partner so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the fourth quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Once again, Judkins calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Wester on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Jackson going to keep it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's go. Check smash. Check smash. Panther 6.
Here's Sanders. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To throw is Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try to do it himself. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.